This is Courtney, and we are going to be adjusting her makeup routine. She has done this half of her face with her usual products, her normal routine, how she usually does it. And I'm gonna use those same products, all of her stuff, and do this half of her face to kind of show you how you don't need to go out and buy a bunch of new things. You can use what you have to get closer to the result that you're wanting. Are there any things that you want to do differently with your makeup? Anything you struggle with? Anything that you want a different result from?
I know that contouring your nose is a thing. I feel like I don't want to look like a silly person with stripes on her nose. And that could be smaller.
Okay.
In general, like shadows and anything contour.
Maybe like an easier way to kind of add contour into your daily routine.
Yeah, maybe something different with my eye. I do the exact same thing with my eyes every single day, so but I don't know.
This is what Courtney has for foundation and concealer. So talk me through what you use here.
I just kind of dot it and then kind of just rub it in and just buff it out with my fingers. I don't really use these two unless I have like a trouble area or something.
So for Courtney's foundation, she normally applies with fingers, but she actually has this brush, and I'm just a brush girl. Like, you can build it up easier. So I'm gonna use this brush. A lot of people just like swipe back and forth. If you tap it into the skin, you're gonna get like a really flawless result really quickly. You're gonna get more longevity out of the makeup. It's just gonna give you a nicer finish. As I was just explaining to Courtney, my philosophy with foundation is always do just one thin layer everywhere and then go ahead and spot conceal where you need more coverage. That's gonna make your skin look the most fresh and natural. I just did one thin layer of foundation, and then I'll go back through with these and just add a little bit more coverage wherever I feel like we might want some. For women, we get hormonally red around the nose, so that's always a good place. I'm gonna apply with this and then take the big foundation brush to press it in. A little bit here, a little bit at the front of the cheeks here. The peachy toned concealer that she has right on the inner corner here, that peachiness is going to cancel out any under eye darkness. She really does not need much.
Doesn't need a lot? What? What the hell is that?
Courtney wasn't using any powder, but she has powder. So I'm going to use a little bit of this anywhere that I conceal just to like lock that in.
So you're like tapping it in.
To contour Courtney's face, like her cheekbones and her temples and stuff like that, I'm gonna use this concealer that she has. I think it's gonna be a little bit too harsh for nose contour, so I'm gonna use something else for that in a minute.
It's concealer.
Yeah. It's a darker shade. It works. Like a liquid's a liquid, you know? Because this is a little bit warm, it's not like a super shadowy contour shade. I'm gonna do a little bit of a mix between like a bronzer and a contour. So I'm gonna put a little bit right here, sort of top of the ear down towards the corner of the mouth. And then I'm gonna do just 2 dots right here. Take your same foundation brush and just press this in. This is warmer than I anticipated. So I'm gonna have to go over top with some foundation, but that's okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of her foundation and we're just gonna press this over the top. Like when you use a brush, now I can take your foundation, and we realized that was way too pigmented. So now I take the foundation and we just press it over top, and it's subtle now.